Gjamëtani via via, është Kosova, është Shqipnia. Resi zemër qiftelia, o sa e madhe, është Shqipnia.
Hi, welcome everyone to yet another video from Rediscovering World. Currently, we are in the northwestern part of Albania, continuing our road trip across the Balkan countries. Today, I would be showing you one of the beautiful and a legendary castle, which is known as the Rozafa Castle, which is quite famous and popular in Shkoder, which is the northwestern part of Albania. So let's go and check in. As far as now, for us, Albania is a land full of mystery and magic, so where legends are told from generation to generation. So the legend of Rozafa Castle, the majestic castle situated in the Shkodra, which is one of the most interesting and having a saddest legends of the country. So let's go and explore one of the most enchanting castles of Albania. The Rozafa Castle is also known as Shkoder Castle, which rises imposingly on a rocky hill which is around 130 meters roughly above the sea level, and which is being surrounded by Buna and Drin rivers. Actually, the castle is quite accessible through the road, and there is a small amount of fees you have to pay at the entrance, and you have to walk just along the rocky hills to reach the top of the castle. Actually, this castle is situated in the Shkoder county, and it is one of the Albania's oldest and most historic town, and as well as the important cultural and economic center. I just want to draw your attention to a beautiful story, but it's quite sad story about Rozafa Castle. So the story is like that. So once upon a time, there were three brothers who were married to three beautiful wives who lived here in this place. So the three brothers worked very hard day and night to build a castle to protect their town. But every time they finished their work, the castle walls just start falling down. So they are just finding out what the reason could be. So one day they met an old man who told them that the only way to keep the castle walls from crumbling down is to doing a sacrifice. So the sacrifice consisted of buying one of the wives in the wall of the castle, particularly the first wife, to bring lunch to her husband the next day. So the brothers promised for the good of the castle and the town not to say anything about this sacrifice to their wife, but obviously, the things went in a different way. So the two older brothers, once at home, explained all this situation to their wives, while the youngest brother said nothing to his wife. So the day after, the three brothers waited anxiously for the lunch time. So the wife of the older brothers didn't come on time, but Rozafa, the wife of the youngest brother, who came with the box full of delicious food and stuff. So Rozafa's husband was a bit shocked, but he explained to her that she had to be sacrificed and buried in the walls of the castle in order for the castle to be finished. So Rozafa didn't protest. She accepted her fate, but under one condition. So the brothers would leave a hole for her right breast so her newborn son could feed, and other hole for her right hand to carry him, and a third hole for her right foot to move his cradle. So the castle was never collapsed after that. So once you've been there, if you go to the top of the castle, you could still find that statue being there, but I think it's just the replication of the thing. So the legend of Rozafa is about the story which tells about the strength of a woman who sacrificed their life for something bigger. So today Rozafa Castle is one of the most interesting places to visit in Albania, and it's a must see in like a must see place for anyone who spends some time in Shkodra. So literally there is in the castle you could see a beautiful view of Shkodra from the top. I have taken a good drone video. You could see the beautiful river along with the good landscape and the castle on the top. So there is nothing like especially important there, but you could have some time, you could visit the museum where the replica of the Rozafa was kept, and just take some beautiful pictures of the aerial view of the Shkodra. So especially with the spectacular views of the city and Lake Shkodra, the Rozafa fortress or the castle is the most impressive sight in Shkodra. So it was actually rebuilt much later by the Venetians and then by the Turks, but as you know, the name still remains the same as the Rozafa Castle, as being connected to the story who, like, the women who have allegedly walled into the ramparts as an offering to the god so that the construction would stand. Actually, the castle is around 3.5 kilometers south of the city center. So I see some of the tourists grabbing a bicycle and enjoying the ride down there. So afterwards you could cross the river and explore some fishing village and just see some countrysides to the south of the castle. So it's mainly accessible through the road, and you can take even a taxi, which is not so expensive, but we like spending some time there and seeing all the beautiful view of the Shkodra from the top of the castle. So the Rozafa Castle and nearby Shkodra town is quite a good place to spend some valuable time with your families when you visit the northwestern part of Albania. Especially the views from the fortress is quite amazing, and we really enjoyed being there, and especially my kids loved this climbing these steep hills, walking through the fortress and everything. But moreover, we are quite sad about hearing the story of Rozafa. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Kindly share and subscribe our channel, and if you have any doubts or any queries, don't hesitate to put in the comment box. We will be replying it as soon as possible. So until we see you next week, it's me, Abil, and Hannah signing off. Take care. Bye.
Già magari via via, oh,